These are my Facebook Marketplace bargains. How amazing are they? Bargain of the century. Got a couple of little chips, but nothing that I can't fix with a little bit of paint. I'm going to give them a nice little clean now and refresh these nice fresh black. Got the hose pipe ready to clean them. Bargain. So much better than mine. They have come up so nice. I mean, we've got a little bit of rust here, a little bit of rust here, but I'm pretty sure a little bit of Hammerite will fix that. It's only in a few spots. I'll sand it and I'll do a little bit of research before I actually paint them, just so that they look the best when they're all done. But I'm so happy with them. For £55, they weigh an absolute ton. But I'm so happy. I just don't know whether to leave these gold and, you know, paint them gold once I've painted the black, or do them all black. I'm thinking I'm going to do them all black. feels like such a long time since I have put you on this tripod. I don't even know whether we're in focus or anything, but we're going to Screwfix because I ordered online a couple of days ago some mortar for fixing the wall outside. Now, the wall is bad, and I know I'm taking on a task that I have no idea about, but our John has given me all the details of what I need, like the trowel, the mortar, and how to do it. And I've also watched a great video online from Craig, I think his name was, who used to be in Big Brother. Well, he's like a bricklayer, or you know, he's a DIY guy. A DIY guy? He's a builder. He's a builder. Oh my gosh. And he gives a really good detailed description on how to repoint a wall. So I'm going to repoint my wall. So I'm going to nip to Screwfix, pick the mortar up and the trowel. Then I've got to go to the hospital and pick Bigley up because he's had an accident in work this morning and he's actually fractured his foot or his ankle. I think it's his ankle. He can't drive. They've put him in a boot for the fracture. So I'm going to go and pick Lee up from the hospital, and then obviously I'm not like, you know, Screwfix isn't more important, and that's why I'm going to Screwfix first. It's just he's not ready yet. He's still having the boot put on. So he called me at 2:25. It's now 3:25, and he said he should be ready for about 3:15. So I'm just going to nip to Screwfix and then make my way up to the hospital to pick him up. And then when I get back from the hospital, I will probably make a start on repointing the wall, providing it doesn't rain. I did check the weather app, and it can't be relied upon 100%, but it doesn't say anything about rain. Look at that cloud and tell me you don't think it's going to rain in Liverpool today. It looks like the heavens are about to open, and I don't want that. If I'm going to repoint the wall, I need it to be dry at least, and then I'm going to jet wash it. Got the goods. Oh, I'm excited to use that. This is a pointing trowel. I'm gonna feel like Bob the Builder, aren't I? Got my invoice, and that is the general purpose mortar. So I've got a nice big tub. Leah's just called me as I walked into Screwfix and said, I'm just heading out now. He's got his new posh boot on. So I'm now going to go to the hospital and pick Lee up. Call my child.
Is the entry correct?
Yes.
My child. Dialing number.
My child. I need to change his name in my phone, but I can't put Lee because it'll just phone Lee. I've just been rained off. Look at the rain. I've only just finished painting. The sun goes and the paint is streaming down the road. Look. Can you see it? Oh, you've got to laugh or you cry. Oh, I don't know what the universe is telling me there, but it's dumping the wall. Oh, it's a bad thunderstorm. It's all over me tyres. Oh my gosh, I'm getting the camera soaked. This is funny. I've gone from, that's our peg snoring. I've gone from catching sunburn earlier on and it being really, really warm and having to put SPF on my hands. The heavens have literally opened. Now that the rain stopped, let's see the damage. Doesn't look too bad. It's got battered with mud and sand. I'll have to clean it. It's alright though. I cannot tell you just how happy I am to finally be finished with my little garden makeover on a budget, getting that kerb appeal. It has been a huge task and I didn't realise it would take such a toll on my lower body, but it did. My knees are sore, my back's sore. It's been, although you're only seeing 20 minutes or maybe 25 minutes footage, it's taken 2 weeks to do it. And I just thought before we go into the garden and I show you just how gorgeous the front garden looks. I mean, it sounds like I'm being like, my garden looks gorgeous. I don't mean it like that. What I mean is a little bit of hard work has paid off and I think it looks lovely. But I thought I would just let you know that. I don't know the next thing about gardening. I'm not a gardening, green fingers type of person. So I just tried I don't know the next thing about bricklayering or pointing, but I've had some really good feedback off one of my neighbours who lives over the road, who was a bricklayer. And he said, Tony, you've done an amazing job on that pointing. He said, I didn't think you were going to be able to do it, because he said to me as I'd started, you're probably going to need a professional for that. But I'd done it, and I think I'd done it to the best that I could do it, and I'm really happy with how it came out. There were points during the process of that filming where I switched out from the trowel to a scraper, because the cavities and the gaps in the walls were extremely wide, and I was struggling with the trowel to get the mortar into the gaps. But I'd done my best, and I've actually shocked myself with how much I actually got done in the front garden and being able to do it. I never dreamed that I'd be able to do it. Lee usually does all of the garden maintenance in our house, but during the process of this video, you would have seen last week when I was going to Screwfix, Lee's broke his foot in work, so he has been a bit like a spare part to me. He can't bend, he can't, I mean, more than anything, he's felt helpless because he can't do nothing. He's just got to sit and rest his foot, which isn't nice. So Lee does usually do all of the maintenance in our gardens. The plant pots that you see me potting and painting during the process of this video, I've decided to put them in the back garden because I feel like the garden needed a little bit of colour. I know the grass is green, but I've got the pots either side of the front door, which you'll see in a sec, and I just felt like that was enough. I might in the future buy a nice little palm style plant for the middle of the stones. I just haven't got round to it yet, and you didn't see the process of me painting the gates because I just haven't got round to it. I need a good strong solid day of sunshine, which is probably going to be today, and you may see that in one of my future videos, but it really did take its toll on me. I am going to end this video letting you have a little look around the garden. I'm so happy with it. Let me know if you've enjoyed it, and if you're doing any garden updates or you're tarting your garden up ready for the summer. I would love to know if you're doing the same and if you enjoyed this video. One more thing just before we go into the garden. I picked the winner for the box of wax melt samples, and the winner on YouTube, I've pinned the comment right now. The account is called Zach and Ollie. I'm going to pop a little picture here so you can see what comment I chose. It's pinned on my previous video. If you could send me an email to toni-interior@hotmail.com with your details, I will speak to you there. The email is also linked in the description box of this video, so just hop over there and I'll have a little gab with you, find out where you are, and send you my samples of wax melts. Thank you so much to everybody who left comments. I have finally, I know this is a garden makeover and I've got some amazing things coming, so I don't know whether to share it now or save it until my next video. Well, I've got a month of vlogs coming anyway. I'm going to do a whole month when we reach our 6 month? What's going on with me this morning? I don't know where these words come from. But as we head into our 6 months of the year, which will be the 1st of June, I'm going to create a month of content. And it's going to be a little bit of everything. I've got some great ideas, which I'll speak about in the next vlog. But what was the point of me telling you that? Oh, I've mastered candles. I honestly could have set fireworks off, or I could have done something, because it's been almost 2 years in the process and I have finally mastered the Hamptons. It had its first burn yesterday for just a little over 4 hours. We had no dancing flames, we had no bridge and wicks, we had a full melt pool and a really good hot throw. I cannot tell you how excited this makes me, not even for any other reason other than for me to burn it. And cold throw is also amazing, but super proud of that. I've got another one which I test burned in our Lee's bedroom and also smells unreal, but we'll speak about that a little bit later on. These unfortunately are not going to be for sale. I'm wanting to create the most amazing candles for Christmas. I love candles at Christmas, all of the Christmas fragrances that you can burn. And who knows, my next giveaway may be a Hamptons candle, or I've got one that I've just test burned. I'll show you one that I've just test burned this morning. It's called the Dark Masquerade, and I've done a full 4 hour burn, and again it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the Dark Masquerade. It's woody, And oh my gosh, to know that I have mastered 3 candles is something else, considering the amount of candles I have made and tried and failed. I'm so happy to finally have 3. But anyway, let's go and see the garden. These fence panels came up an absolute treat. So happy with how they look. We have the new gates that just need painting. Then the wall, I don't want to go too high because I have to block car registrations out, but I'll go the other side. I never dreamed that I'd be able to do this, you know. One of them moments where you go, gosh, I done that. Everywhere just feels all nice and fresh and clean. Love it. For privacy reasons, I can't stand back and do the whole, this is how the garden looks, because obviously it's the front of my house and, you know, I want to keep things private. Some things are not for social media and the front of my house is not for social media, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. Sometimes we come up with these great ideas of doing something, and if you're anything like me, you'll doubt yourself and say, you can't do that. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can do it, you can give it a little try, providing you do it safely. You're all right. You know, I had a lot of help from our John during the fitting of the garden gate, as you would have seen during the video. Our John come down, helped me take the other gates off and refit the new gates. Our John is an amazing handyman, and I will leave all our John's details in the description box down below for anybody who may live in the local area. He is amazing at lots of things. He's very patient, but he's a perfectionist. I think we get it from my mum, because my mum was very much a perfectionist with things like that. And John's very much the same. I mean, if you think I'm organised and clean and tidy, you should see our John's house. He gives me a run for my money. I mean, looking at it now, you go, hang on a minute, Toni. That doesn't look clean and tidy at all. But I'll leave our John's details down below because, you know, he is available if you've got any jobs that need doing, like refitting gates, flooring, all those type of things. I mean, you can drop him a message and I'm sure he will be more than happy to help you out. I can't link anything because the gates were from Facebook Marketplace. They were used. And I think I spoke about it in the previous vlog. As you've seen, I cleaned them up. I haven't painted them yet, but I will get round to it and I'll make sure that I show you them. But it's just been a garden makeover on a budget where we haven't had to pay out a lot. I will link the planters down below for anybody who may be looking for wooden planters that you can paint. I just decided to paint mine black because I haven't really got any wood or anything, and I don't feel like the wood look would go with my garden. Everywhere's all black and cream in the front and grey and cream in the back. I didn't have to buy any paint. The paint is what we paint the front of our house in, so I do have 2 large tins of it. So the only thing I had to buy was the pots and the gates and the spiral topiary trees either side of the door. I will link those down below as well because they were an amazing price for the quality that they are. They are lovely quality in comparison to some that are seen in garden centres and stuff like that. They were amazing quality, so I will link them down below. I will see you all in my next video and give you all an update on what's coming during the month of June, which I can't wait for. They're going to be my summer vlogs where I'm just going to share a little bit of everything, a bit of fashion, a bit of day in the life, cooking, cleaning, decorating, you name it. I've got a whole mixed bag coming throughout the whole month of June. Let me know if you're excited for our June summer vlogs and if you've got any great names that I can call them, because the only thing that I could come up with was summer vlogs and making it a 6 monthly, like, you know, the way we do Vlogtober for the whole month and we do Vlogmas throughout Christmas. I'm going to make these the summer vlogs. So we get to spend a whole month together just doing things that we find relaxing, and yeah, I can't wait to hang out with you all. If you haven't caught up with my other YouTube channel, the Chatty 2, that is a great video this morning. It's live. I will leave that link down below. Also, Lou and I chatting about years gone by and how I'm like a dog with a bone when I know I'm right. We speak about how we met in that video, and it was just a nice little catch up about confidence and how to remain positive even when you struggle to remain positive. So I will link that down below as well, so you can go and check that out, and I will see you all in my next video.